G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I will be giving you my round 13 NRL power rankings. So bit of a change up to last week. Now I had the Panthers first, Rabbitohs second, Sharks third, Broncos fourth, I believe. A bit of a change. Just saying that, bit of a change this week. So you guys had better not say I'm biased either, because there's the shift might shock you. All right, so starting off 17th, got to be the Dragons. Pretty big loss there to the Dolphins. Yeah, they beat the Roosters, but I think there's teams much better than them. I really do. First team being the Cowboys. Cowboys played pretty well against the Eels, but all in all, I think they've been pretty disappointing this year. Can't really put them higher than 16th. Bulldogs for me at 15th. Doggies, I think will surprise a few people in the weeks to come. They should get some of the cavalry back, and I think some of their combinations are finally starting to click. So I'm expecting some pretty big things from the Dogs in the next few weeks. But yeah, for now, I think 15th is the right spot. All right, in 14th, I'm going with the Tigers. Big improvers here. Now, they just had a bye, so nothing too crazy to go off. But I think they're going to climb the ladder. I really do. Next up, Roosters. They've been disappointing, really disappointing. Um, yeah, I can't put them higher than 13th. They've been like they've got a pretty good squad still. I understand they've got a few injuries, but realistically, they've got a squad that should still be around that top 8 spot. Like you got teams like the Rabbitohs, the Sharks, Storm that are missing players, and they're still finding ways to get wins on the board. The Roosters just aren't, and it's really, if you're a Roosters fan, you would be very disappointed, in my opinion. Next up, I'm going Manly in 12th. Look, I just think the teams I'm going to put above them are better. So, and pretty bad loss to the Knights, in my opinion. So, Manly at 12th seems about right to me. Next up, I'm going the Titans in 11th. Titans are hit and miss. Look, you just don't know what you're going to get. Some weeks they come out, they put a 10 out of 10 performance on, and the next week it's a 1 out of 10. Like, they're just so inconsistent. It's disappointing to see, because this team can be a finals team. They honestly can, but they've just got to get it right. So 11th seems right for the Titans. I'm going to put the Warriors in 10th. And I know Waz fans, you're going to be annoyed about this because it's too low, but last week was disappointing. You guys should have won that game and won it convincingly, in my opinion. With all the players the Broncos had out, you should have won that game. So I thought you were really disappointing last week, and I think 11th spot is just right for you at the moment. Next up, I'm going the Knights. Good win over Manly. Greg Marzhew, outstanding player. I think if the Knights can string some wins together, they can definitely contend for a top 8 spot. But look, there's still a lot that they need to work on. But for now, I think 9th spot is pretty fair for them. In 8th, I'm going with Parramatta. They're finally starting to look dangerous. That game against the Rabbitohs was outstanding. Yes, they didn't play all that well against the Cowboys, but they too were missing players. And I thought they played pretty well. Like, the halves were great. Gutho, in my opinion, was a little bit disappointing, but in that game against the Rabbitohs, everything just clicked. And I think if they can play that football, they will be a finals team. All right, in 7th, I'm going the Dolphins. I'm going the Dolphins in 7th. Probably could argue that they should be higher, but I think 7th is the right spot for them. Credit to them, because they're probably going to play finals footy this year. But yeah, I think 7th spot is a fair spot for them. In 6th, I'm going the Rabbitohs. Massive fall from grace. They were looking like a top 2 team a few weeks ago, but yeah, look, the injuries to the forward pack has really hampered us. The Raiders killed us. Let me just mute my phone so I don't get notifications. That loss to the Raiders, the Eels lost. Like, we lost that in the forward battle, and without Saliva Havili, David Mawale, Jai Arrow, Tommy Burgess, like, we've got a lot of forwards that still are yet to come back. So yeah, look, I'm not too worried, but I think I can't put them any higher than sixth. I think sixth is a fair ranking for them. In fifth, I'm actually going to go the Storm. Storm in fifth for me. I think they've been pretty good. Obviously, had the bye last week, but I'm expecting big things from them moving on. Craig Bellamy just knows how to get it done with his team, so I think fifth spot is fair. Raiders in fourth for me. Yes, they had that bad game against Manly, but other than that, they've looked really good, and I think they're going to continue that. So I think fourth spot is fair. Broncos in third. Sorry, good win over the Warriors. That means they climb up that power ranking a bit. Yeah, nothing too much more to say about the Broncos. They've been really good, and Broncos fans should be proud. They really should be. There's been a few injuries and a few suspensions and stuff there for the Bronx, but they've been resilient. They get through it. And they're looking good. Sharkies for me in number 2. I'd say they've moved into the form comp of the form team in the comp, in my opinion. I know the Panthers are going to be number 1 in my power ranking, so we can already put them there. But I think that Cronulla can take it to any team in the comp. I think they're that good. I really do. And I think they're probably going to put a number on the Broncos this week. So, yeah, look, Panthers, they just keep doing what they're doing. I reckon you could rest half their team and they'd probably beat 7 through to 17 in this power ranking list. I really do. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me for my power rankings. Let me know what changes you would make down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And as always, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.